1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, check 1, check 1. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. It's Friday. Let's do this. So much energy. I am Ken Dizzle, the Black British Cyclist. I cycle for fun, fitness. I give chats and bants, lots of advice and guidance on indoor cycling, how to use Zwift, all of that stuff. The last time I was on, bit of an accident at the end, power sprint, chain broken. Anyway, the chain is fixed, music's playing, turbo trainer is loaded, Garmin started, heart rate monitor's on. I'm set. I've got water bottle, I've got towel. Let's do this. Let's go. It is Zwift Games 2026. I'm on stage 4. I've got so much energy today. We'll see if that stays the same once to get started. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed, action-packed, loads of stuff to talk about on today's ride. Okay, there's probably not as much action as I'm making out. I'm just gonna get my chain onto the top ring. Oh, now it's on the small ring. So I've probably got to do a little bit of indexing now that I've got a new chain. Well, anyway, this is Zwift, the online cycling game. Now, today's stream is a little bit special. Now, as you know, I do have affiliate links, and if you want to support the channel, if you use any of my links, I do get a small commission, which I do invest back into cycling. You may know that I do collect old bikes and I give them out. I fix them up, give them out to kids in the local community. Anyway, Zwift have got a special offer on where if you want to get the Zwift Frame and you want to add that to your turbo trainer, if you use my link in the description, there's currently £200 off, or just over $200 or €200, so you can get that frame for $499 special offer, £200 off, or you can also get it for $599 or €599. As you know, I'm not affiliated to Zwift. It doesn't cost you any extra whether you use my link, but I will get a small commission. Anyway, that's the technical stuff out of the way. We are cycling Zwift Games. I'll tell you all about Zwift, how to get on. It's stage 4. This route is 30.8 kilometers long. There's a little bit of a lead in, and there's around about 300 or so meters of elevation. I think it's actually 371, so there's a bit of a climb to go. We will probably be here for over an hour, maybe an hour 15 to an hour and 25 minutes. I am just going to be rolling, ideally at zone 2. There might be some zone 3 as we get to some climbs, but it's all about base training. So I am just looking to build on my base fitness. Just going to turn this front fan off for a minute. Okay, Google, turn off big fan. Right, music's playing. We've got some nice scenery going on. The route is called the Petit Cave, and if you look just above me, the map to the top right of the screen, you can see there's a little bit of a pyramid climb as we get around about a third of the way in, and we do end with a delightful climb at the end. So from the look of things, the first climb is probably around about 120 meters of elevation, and the final climb is probably about maybe 150, 160. So by the time we get to that, I'm gonna need to make sure that I'm well rested, well relaxed, got my water, got my towel to soak up some of this sweat. Anyway, as we're going round, I'll tell you all what's going on the screen. Ask questions. On this channel, I like to big up, shout people's achievements, celebrate gains that you might have had. So if you've achieved something recently, tell us all about it in the chat. Maybe you bought yourself a new bike. Hey, maybe you've been thinking about getting one of these smart trainers, or even a Zwift Frame. Don't forget you can use my link in the description. The offer's only valid until the end of March. So if you are watching this video beyond that, that offer's probably not on. but I've always got different links, and the links that I use are always about getting you the best deal. Anyway, you can take it or leave it. Nothing is demanded. It's only if you was looking to make that purchase anyway. Anyway, that's not what I'm all about. I'm all about cycling, fitness, sharing the gains. I feel breathless already. Anyway, we are enjoying the warm-up, and I like the fact that I didn't have to start this ride with everyone else. I'll probably only get dropped anyway, but somehow I was able to select this ride by going onto the Zwift menus, straight to the Zwift Games, and it gave me the options of either doing the race or doing this ride. I'm not quite ready for a race yet, although I think it's only fair that I'll show you some races. So I will be doing the Zwift Insider tiny races coming up. They're usually on a Saturday, so I'd like to jump up, do a little bonus weekend ride, which I probably will do this weekend, seeing as I've been working away this week, so I've not really been on the bike that much. I've managed to maintain my streak, bonus XP, and all that stuff without these badges. Zwift will be pretty boring actually. Anyway, I've got the Zwift Click controllers, so I can steer left to right. I can also give ride-on bombs. I mean, there's no one around me just yet, but if there was someone here, I'll be doing a ride-on. Yes, a couple of people come just afterwards. To be fair, maybe they did catch the ride-on bomb. Let's have a look, see if I can get them again. Yeah, maybe I did get them. So we're going to execute power-ups every time we go through a gate or a section, and you've got the option of getting the feather, the draft, aero, or of course there's XP. I've been finding on these Zwift games, it seems to be one power-up, and then everything else that follows seems to just be XP. XP is like your virtual credits that you can use to upgrade different bikes and equipment by going into the Zwift garage. So my heart rate monitor seems to be going up and down. I did have a little tweak with it last week. I think the back bit where the battery goes on, I think it's just worn, so every time I wear it, obviously it's I'm working hard, it just seems to be leaking. So all of that watt juice that I'm expelling just seems to be getting into the system. I've got it taped a bit at the back, hoping that will solve it. That's why I'm dual recording. Got the Mi band on. If you're looking at my heart rate and you're thinking, oh, your heart rate's looking pretty low, Kenny Ken, it's probably just because it's gone faulty. Anyway, using a heart rate monitor will give you more accurate data when you are training, and I'm all about the data. I think I need this fan back on now. Whew. Computer, turn on big fan. Computer, turn on big fan. There it is. Ooh. Yeah, baby. Let's do this. So, how you been doing, people? We are dual streaming, dual streaming as always. So we're live on Twitch, live on YouTube. Big up, big up, big up yourself. So make sure I've got my chat screens up so I can see what's going on. Get myself all settled in, nicely relaxed. Oh yeah. So it's Cobbled. So I was checking out Zwift Elite, one of the friends on Zwift from across the world, over there in the USA. He rode this route a few days ago, and I think his words to sum it up was, it was hard. It wasn't nice at all, so I think it's all the climbs taking it out. Whew. Hills are where you make all your gains. That's the things that make you stronger and faster. Chilling up a hill. So I'm glad that it's relatively flat after this little climb. It's only 3% and it already feels like it's a lot harder. So I just guess when it comes to those 2 climbs, I'm probably going to be out the saddle. And the different things that I do to keep myself motivated when I know that I've got a hard ride coming up. And some of that is thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner at the end. So far I'm just on 2 Weetabix and a few cups of coffee. Actually I did have 2 rounds of toast. Okay, we get a chance to guess the power up. I'm going to go for, well, I hope it's a feather. Save that for the climb. Please. Feather. Aero. Okay. Not quite a feather, but it will do. If you guessed aero, congratulations. Spend those bonus BBC points in any part of your imagination. Whew. Right, and let's think about getting ourselves settled. You know what? I talk about this chain that I've just fitted. You can see a video to it in the link above. So my chain snapped on the last ride, and for some reason it took me nearly a week to get this chain fixed again. I had problems splitting it. I broke a chain tool. Well, I bent the bar. Managed to eventually get the links to join. What made it hard as well was I was trying to film a video for it. Something about filming a video, obviously you guys get the finished product all neatly cropped and perfect. Meanwhile, there's Ken spending an hour on a 5-minute task. So I had my chain cleaning technique. Stick it in a glass jar, like a jam jar, squirt some degreaser in it, and just shake vigorously. Gets into all the nooks and crannies, all that grease gets released. Tip that out. Bit more degreaser in. Rinse that off. Then some WD-40. Get rid of any water. Roll the chain off. Then it was about fitting the quick link, attach it back to the turbo trainer, lock the link in. Whew. And here I am. And the good thing about changing the chain, when you've already got the old chain, means you've already got the chain to measure, so you know how many links to cut off. Whew. So where are we now? So we are 4 kilometers in, 12.5 minutes down. Currently travelling at 26 kilometers per hour. It's a pretty decent day actually. I'd say spring has definitely sprung in Zwift land at least. Still a couple of days until we hit it over here. So don't forget, I'd like to think that I'm your go-to person for in-game Zwift advice, Zwift tips. Obviously, if you're looking for tech advice, there are loads of other streamers out here who make those videos. GP Llama, I will always recommend. Bringing you the latest tech news, the reviews. Yeah. And you know what? He's a really nice bloke as well. So when I first started, I've been Zwifting now for 5 years. So 5 years, just over. Road cycling. Before that, he was on the mountain bike. So I was looking into it, trying to see what is it, what's it all about, this indoor cycling. what equipment do I need, what do I need to do, all that sort of stuff. So I watched a few videos, including Shane's, GP Llama, and I sent him a few messages and he got back to me with a few tips and whatnot. All good. He even joined one of my live streams on Twitch, actually, and said hi to me. And that's great. I think that's the friendly spirit of all cyclists, especially this Zwift online community. So if you are new to cycling, new to Zwift, and you're not sure what to do, you can usually catch me here Mondays and Thursdays, GMT, live at 5. Cycling, chats and banter. Hey, sometimes I even sing a song. No, I'm not saying I'm a good singer. I'm absolutely not a good singer. I don't even pretend that I'm a good singer. I absolutely can't sing. I have no disillusions. Yeah, everything cycling, tips on my experience, and occasionally you get to see me put out a massive effort or do some sort of race. So yeah, 5 years in, still loving Zwift as much as when I first joined. Although taking it a lot more chilled now than when I first started. I think the age is kicking in. Definitely feel less energy in my system. Middle-aged cyclist now, aren't I? Middle-aged cyclist. Silver highlights in the beard. I mean, you can call me the silver fox if you want. Silver cyclist. Is that like a fairground ahead with lots of loops? 5 rings. Loopity-loop. Yeah, so you might catch me on Saturday, which is tomorrow. Bit of a bonus ride, I think. I think, why not? Even if it's only half an hour. Half hour on the bike is better than half hour not on the bike. Whew. Let's give this dude a ride on. Let's do a little bit about the screen, since this stream is dedicated to promoting Zwift. A little bit more than just the free promotion that I normally do. You've got a chance to get yourself a discounted Zwift Frame by using my link in the description. So let's talk about what this whole Zwift thing is. So Zwift is an online cycling platform. You can connect a bike to a turbo trainer. It can be literally any bike, as long as it can fit onto a turbo trainer, have a parameter connected, something to read the speed and the cadence, that they can be integrated into the turbo trainer. They can be add-ons, so you can add just a standalone speed and cadence sensor. You can have a parameter in your crank or in your pedals. But most of the smart interactive turbo trainers already have a parameter, cadence sensor, all that stuff already built in. Sometimes you can also get a dedicated bike with a turbo trainer fully integrated. There's the Wahoo ones, there's also the Zwift Ride. Technically it's one and the same. Or if you've got a turbo trainer and you want to keep a dedicated frame, so you've always got it good to go. A little bit like my setup here. This is my bike. It literally lives in this room, my wattage cottage, attached to my Director Elite turbo trainer. Always ready to go. I can just jump on, start the Zwift app, start pedaling, and I'm good to go. So that's the basic fundamentals about what Zwift is. Now a turbo trainer, in this instance, think about it as replacing the back wheel of my bike. So my chain, which would normally be driving the back wheel, is attached to this turbo trainer. So as I pedal, the turbo trainer it's taking all of that power and it's translating it through the Zwift app to what you can see here on the screen. So if you go to the top left of the screen, you'll see the power that I'm putting out. Not that much at the moment. 124. Feels like a lot more. It really does. Anyway, below that is the RPM. That's the cadence, my pedals going round. Heart rate's currently reading 146, which is about right actually. My wrist is saying 147. Below that, I've got my total calories burned during this ride. And the next one, the little weight symbol, is my watts per kilogram. That's just an indicator of the amount of power I'm putting out relative to my weight. Anyway, middle of the screen, there's my speed, 11 kilometers. There's a little bit of a hill. I've been traveling distance of 6.9 kilometers. Still got about 24 kilometers to go. I've done 59 meters of elevation and I've been riding for about 20 minutes. To the right of that, you've got the map showing where I am in this world. And below that, you've got the little green colour. That's ground that I've covered so far. And it's also showing the gradient or the climbs that I have ahead of me. Common gradient is 3%, that's that bright yellow digit. And it's 23.6 kilometres left to go, including a lot of hills. And then this little bar going down here, it's like a little roster of everyone who's in this current route in my vicinity. So the rider that's just past me, C. Warren, I can see they're from the US and A. Yeah, 9 seconds ahead of me, currently putting out 0.7 watts per kilogram. And the next rider behind me is 8 seconds, Edmunds. They're putting out some power actually right now, 2.5 watts per kilogram. Whew. But they've been going for 23 kilometers, so they're already on this route. Or maybe they're on a different route where this route just intersects a bit. So that's the basics. And you've got this little colourful, it's not colourful right now because I'm not really putting out much effort, it's pretty much grey. But the red bar, that's my heart rate. And the bar below would be the power indicator. So if I pick the power up, you'll see it change colour according to the effort. Grey is chilling, not working that hard. Blue is zone 2. Maybe I need to do a calibration. It doesn't feel like my power's showing as much as it should be. Not that I'm bothered anyway. Just going to enjoy a bit of this downhill. Yeah, so the little colour block that's above me now, just an indicator to show you what sort of climb you got coming up ahead of you. Yellow means it's getting steeper. You can see we're climbing 3%, leveling off a bit now. We're actually in France. This route here is one that I've done a number of times. Race the route rides on the route, trainings on the route in both directions. Whew. Yeah, whatever I'm going to eat later, I'm absolutely earning it right now. Oh. Looking forward to that blue section ahead. Bit of a downhill. Let's go. Do some friendly ride-ons. The Team Vegan. Yeah, got no energy today. Heart rate seems to have settled down a bit. 139. Climb ahead. Oh. Wish me luck. Feel free to cheer me on. Did forget, actually, I did say I was gonna adjust my seat. I think my seat needs to be a little bit higher. Climb. So hills are where you make all your gains, so it's not too bad that there's a hill. I mean, it is. I'm trying to distract myself from the two sets of climbs. How you doing, Jacob? 99174. You're colourblind. What makes you colourblind, Jacob? I think I know what's coming. You're not going to question me as to why I'm called the Black British Cyclist, are you? I mean, you can. That's why I'm called that. It's absolutely to start a conversation. Couldn't come at a perfect time, actually. I mean, here I am about to climb a hill. I know I've probably got to explain why I'm called the Black British Cyclist. Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. We like all viewers, whether you're just watching, come to learn something, come to see what we're all about. Those watts are absolutely wrong. I'm definitely putting out more than 80 watts. Don't know what's going on. Something's not quite right. Let me go to my settings and just check a few things. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Right then. So we get going then. More like it. It's just... So we've got 4% gradient. It's a hill climb. It's going to be a nice slog up this hill. Something's not right. There's no way I'm doing 35 watts, look! Something's not right. Something's not right. Maybe I've got to do a calibration. So we do a calibration. You know, you kind of just know that something's not quite right. So where's my... Even this guy on the hand bike. See, I just know this is more than 125 watts. You know. I'll do a calibration. See, something's not working. %. Look, I'm not moving. Everyone's passing me. I seem to go great. Get it? Let's just pedal. Like, there's no way I'm doing 37 watts, 40 watts. Look, 26 watts. I don't know what's happening. I'm definitely being rocked somehow. Let's figure this out. So I have these Favaro Asioma power pedals, and they're usually quite accurate, but something's not quite working. So I've switched to the turbo trainer, hoping that feels more like it. Looks like the guy on a hand bike has passed me. Well then, when I'm really doing about 130 watts, but it's saying I'm doing 30, it's no surprise. Anyway, we do have the harder part of this climb up ahead. Oh, the music's getting livelier, which is exactly what I need. Let's do this. Carly on the bike, sweat like it's a disco. Gains to be had. 2026. You can smash anything, especially when your watts are reading correctly. Might need a firmware update on the pedals. Whew. Yeah! Feel that energy, the adrenaline has kicked in. 35 minutes down, it feels like I've only been riding for 10 minutes. If you're in the chat, say hi. Thank you for watching. Thank you for anyone who's already subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you'd like to subscribe, I'd much appreciate it. It tells YouTube that I'm making videos that are worth watching, and then they'll probably push my video out to more people. More people get to experience the BBC. We all need some BBC in our lives. Black Cyclist. You know how it is. See, there was definitely something wrong with these pedals. Notice how I'm still doing the same effort, but now I'm like 200 watts and there's no colour on the graph. The little ribbon. So I spent the first half hour being cheated out of my effort. It's alright though, I'm still travelling forwards. Just means I'll probably be a little bit longer. I think I need to get more motivation, get more active, keep riding more. Definitely been slacking over the past few months. .6% gradient, climbing. So I'm glad that I fixed the power. See, earlier I was doing the same effort and it was reading I was doing 30 watts. Let's not dwell on it. Move forwards. Forwards and upwards. Okay, so whatever this number 1 means. Okay, so it looks like they've split this hill into sections. 10 sections. This is the first one. I'm not sure if we've got to do it all. We'll probably break off actually from the main route. Yeah, we do. We can see, look at the bottom left of the screen. It says 5 meters down out of 1,475. This is obviously Mount Ventoux. So we're just doing a little section of it, which I think is the it's the Ventoux comp. And in traditional Switch fashion, the spammers are still here. They already know you're a possible ban evader. You will be reported. We only want happy vibes, positive vibes. I'm not looking for fake viewers. Fake viewers aren't going to give me motivation when I need to climb up this steep hill. So I would say, thanks for watching. Just a bot. We don't like bots. .4% gradient. Oh, feeling much better now that I'm spinning the wheel and I'm actually getting the power output that I'm putting out. It means I won't find this route as tiring. I mean, it's still going to be tiring. It'll be worth it though. Definitely worth it. Good to see some colour on this ribbon below. The heat is climbing 25.5, I'm going to say kilometres, 25.5 C in the Wassage Cottage. Right on. So, tell you a little bit about my week. Share some of Ken Dizzle's journey through the week. So it's been a pretty busy week for me. Work has taken priority. Sometimes that's necessary. I've had a couple of work trips. Visit to Manchester this week on a business trip. I love visiting Manchester. It's nice to leave my city, see some new faces. I also spotted a bait bike outside the hotel I was staying in. I arrived on Wednesday evening. I was like, well, that's a decent bike parked there. Not locked up very securely. Anyway, checked into my hotel. Come down the next morning with my colleagues, about to depart for our meetings. That bike's still there. When I noticed, it's got a D-lock. Literally over like a bollard, so not really attached securely. There will be a video of that. I filmed it. I like making videos showing how not to lock your bike. But then someone in the hotel says they think it's a bait bike. So left by the po-po, trying to see if someone's going to take it. I mean, it's tempting. I mean, not for me, I'm not looking to steal bikes, but look down and you look and you see a bike just lying about. You might not necessarily have got out with the intent to steal a bike, but just because something's left there doesn't mean you can take it. Right, so we've reached this summit. I'll turn to that story in just a sec. We're going to go through this checkpoint. So I'm just going to press my power up so I can get a new one, which is going to be XP, isn't it? Enjoy this downhill. Oh, we've got another power up, so we've got the aero. Okay. Let's get our speed up to 56 so we can at least super tuck down this hill as long as the gradient is greater than -3. Level here. Okay, so we're -3. Here we are. It's gonna level out, isn't it? Super talk. So I'll show you the view. Let's do it. Where's my views? What's going on? Oh, there they are. Not been on Zwift for a week and I forgot what the views look like. Let's go first person. Actually, I know what I'll do. Let's turn off the display. Oh, okay, that's just the side display. I'll have that back on again. There we go. I think I'll probably like stop super ducking now. I don't think I'm going that fast. I should probably start pedaling. So if you're thinking of joining Zwift, you can check out any of my multiple videos. I have a few hundred videos, probably just on Zwift. Probably got at least 300. Anyway, they are in categories. Some of them are to get you started. Any of these live streams will talk you through all of the basics, learn about the power-ups, essentials you need to get started. And if you are interested in getting yourself a turbo trainer, you can now get the Zwift Frame with £200 or just over $200 or euros off. Use my link in the description. I will get a small commission, but it doesn't alter the price you pay. You still get your £200, dollars or euros off, and you get yourself a nice bike or a bike frame. And that's a nice, effortless way to say thank you. Or you can just like one of my videos. That's all good. Whew. Let's get this display back on. There you go. I get so used to seeing what's going on. 15.2.1 kilometers left. We are at the halfway stage. I feel lost without the bike on show. But we've got another power up. And I haven't really had a chance to benefit from this draft power up. If you can guess a new power up, I'm going to fire this one off. I'm going to hope it's feather. Feather every time, really. I'm thinking of the hill at the end. Feather it is. Right, so yeah, I was talking about my trip away this week. Visit to Manchester. Worked all day Thursday. Drive back home. A nice chilled day at home today. Report to write. Fit the chain. Also, I can jump on the bike to be here. Riding live with you guys. Climbing. Rhyming, letting off sweat and sliming. Gains to be made on a weekend. I mean, the alternative is to be in a pub, drinking, or sat on the sofa, loafing. Even if I'm not putting out mad, crazy watts, I'm still putting out some effort. Still some gains to be made. I don't know whether these splits just to the right behind me here, whether that's anything good. It says my 5 second is 415 watts, my 1 minute 204 watts, 5 minutes 164, 20 minutes 120. Heart rate is currently 146. It's about medium. It is cooking. 26 degrees in the Wattage cottage. A little bit of a mini loop. These cobbles are quite wobbly, aren't they? So 12 kilometers to go. 18 and a half down. Thank you to the crowd for cheering me on. Let's fire off this feather, get a new one at this arch. Please be a feather. XP. Oh, draft. Right, so we're under 10 kilometers left to go, just shy of 6 miles. Shall we do a little bit of a mid-ride review? The route is called Petit Pave, or Petit Pave. Taking in some of the routes around France on this virtual cycling ride. Whew. Keep getting spammed on the old Twitch, but there you go. The ride itself is 31 kilometres just shy, with 372 metres of elevation. Reasonably flat to start with, just a few light rollers, get the legs warmed up, then a little bit of a pyramid slug up a hill, where you get to enjoy the downhill, which is actually part of the KOM on Mount Ventoux. Then you've got another flat section, lasting you about another 10 kilometres, ending up with the final slug, again, back up Mount Ventoux, the Petit. I think it's a Petit. So, 2 big climbs in the middle and at the end, but with plenty of flats to give you a chance to recover and prepare. The ride will take you over an hour. You're probably looking between 1 hour and 15 to 1 hour and a half, depending on your level of ability. We'll see how close I am to that when we finish this climb. Whew. Make sure you pack a decent towel and water bottle. ...350 calories burnt so far. We've been cycling about an hour. So I've actually burnt more calories than that. I think my power meter was misreading. So I've swapped over to the Turbo Trainer power meter. One advantage of having multiple power meters. You know, like, you get used to what 100 watts feels like, what 150 watts feels like, and you know if you're pushing out 200, but the machine's telling you you're doing 37, you just know it's not right. So I'm glad that I didn't just keep battling through. I'd probably be on the hill still otherwise. It still felt like the effort, it just wasn't recording the effort. Anyway, 8 kilometres left to go. There's a chance of another power up, so I'm just gonna fire this off. Even though it's a draft power up. There's no draft. I'm hoping for a feather. Just feathers. All I want is feathers. XP. I think it's XP all the way now, isn't it? No more feathers. Just XP points. I'm cooking. So this dude's doing a coffee break with me. Means I get to stay with me, stay at my pace without having to pedal. Maybe I'll return the favour after we're finished. Oh. Definitely need to spin my legs before this hill. Up this aqueduct. There's a power up at the end. Let's hope it is feather. This dude's coffee break's lasting forever. I'm pulling away from the end goddy, or godder. Looks like they might have jumped off the bike. How you doing, Neil Williams? Thank you for joining in. Thank you for the thumbs up, much appreciated. Definitely struggling up this hill. One big climb to go at the end. You're going for just over an hour now. The fact that you've jumped in with a few thumbs up gives me a bit of an energy boost, so thank you. Hop, hop, and all that. Whew. What brings you to my stream? Really going to try and get some recovery, get these legs nicely loose. On the final climb, it's going to be around about 3 kilometers, I think. Hopefully a bit less. Either way, gonna have to keep pushing. Yeah, so the rest of the weekend for me, on a Saturday, Sunday, are my gym days. So I'll be off to the gym on Saturday and Sunday, do some weights, also get a chance to enjoy some steam and sauna, reward the body with some relaxation, a little blast in the hot tub, do my stretching, shower, home for breakfast, then visit the mum. It's Mother's Day this Sunday, so grab myself some flowers. Oh, I say myself, grab me some flowers for my mum for Sunday. Back to the gym again on Sunday. Same again. All over workout. I do just over an hour, but I don't stop in between. Work the upper body, rest the lower, then while I'm working the lower, rest the upper. So I'll probably get double the workout in half the time. Heart rate's pumping, elevated. So yeah, it works for me, and it means I've got more time to just enjoy the rest of the weekend. The old me would have been in the gym for like 2.5, 3 hours. I'd do an hour on the cross trainer after I finished my workout, but now that I've got my indoor bike, I can do my cardio at home. I haven't got to spend all my time in the gym. Little gains, little achievements, all towards the bigger goal. Thanks, Neil. Neil Williams, sounds like an eventful weekend. Yeah, I mean, that's just the workout bit. I haven't even on a Trackmania. So I will have a few blasts on Trackmania. I managed to only play for an hour this week so far, which is good. It's a very addictive game, but I did like that it was some shorter routes. So if that's your thing, you like doing that sort of stuff, especially if you can give me tips on where I'm going wrong and how I can improve, that's all good. I give the tips on Zwift, and anyone can give me tips on how to drive a Trackmania car, because I'm learning well. Some good tips, and at some point I'm going to see if I can maybe ride the bike and ride Trackmania at the same time. I mean, all I've got to do is just turn my legs round, and then drive. We will see. Might be a failure, but they're trying to turn a loop. My head turns, I find myself on my back, the turbo trainer, between my legs still up in the air. Right, so coming up, this is the last bit of flat ground. Then we've got, I'm hoping it's not steeper than 8%. All the way to the end. Let's get prepared mentally. Let's take some deep breaths. Shake off the shoulders. Get myself all loose. Get loose. Just sweating the juice. Let's go. We got a hill to climb. Oh, so sublime. Watch me slip and slide. Anything to distract myself from the effort that's coming up. Start talking nonsense. Maybe bust a stupid rap. Neil's back in the chat. I think the harder percentages towards the end of the climb. Cheers. Sounds like Bar Hatch Lane, one of the hills down Surrey, not too far from Box Hill. 22% gradient, 400 meters of it is the last section. It's just endless. So you've done this ride then, have you? Did you do a decent time? So I started off, had my SEO misconnected, and they obviously weren't reading properly. I was pedaling, I was like, how am I doing the effort? I'm doing about 200 watts here, but it was registering 30. So eventually I stopped. I tried to reconnect. So now I'm connected to the turbo trainer parameter, my Diretto Elite. Mike P10 is on in the chat. What's up, man? Keep pushing it. Thank you. Thank you to Mike and Neil joining the chat at the key moments where the effort kicks in, and I just need a little bit of inspiration to make me know that all this effort isn't just being done to like a blank audience. You're like the energy boost to keep me going. This first bit's easy. 3%, as you can see, it's yellow. It is the Petit KOM. Whew. The darker the colour, the harder the gradient. So when it gets to orange and red, I'm working harder. Blue is likely a little bit flat, or maybe a little bit of downhill, but not on this hill. Because every hill you climb, there's a hill to ride down. months back. Those 2 climbs on this route nearly killed me. It's about to do the same to me. Here we go. Oh. The last 2 kilometres, so at least I've got the bulk of the ride done. 28 kilometres down. Try and settle into a decent rhythm. I already feel like I've got no energy. Let's give some encouragement to this dude. You've got it, Berg. %. Woo. On a positive note, at least I'm already home. I'm not out. I have to finish this ride in 2 kilometres, then still get home. A little bit of easy for a bit, make the most of it. Not going to last long. Might we have 50 mile/hour winds where I live right now, no outdoor riding. Are you UK, Mike? You've been here before, haven't you? Yeah, it's quite windy and rainy here in the UK. Felt when it down last night and earlier, mixed with a bit of sunshine. So to any of my viewers anyway watching, today's stream isn't sponsored, but it is an affiliate linked stream. So part of my affiliate links, you can get £200 or $200 off the Zwift Ride Frame. Follow the links in my description. That'll take you straight to the Zwift page. There's £200 off, so you can pick up the Zwift Frame, connect your existing turbo trainer to it. If you use my link or any of my other links or QR codes, doesn't alter the price you pay. Some of my links actually give you a discount, so it's a discount code, Black Cyclist, or whatever the description says. But the Zwift one, just click using my link. That'll take you straight to the Zwift page, where you will get a heavily discounted Zwift Frame. That's valid until the end of this month, March 2026, so the offer won't be available after that date. But there's always new links, new deals popping in there. And as always, I do get a small commission for that, and I reinvest that back into the stream, but more importantly, back towards recycling old bikes and giving that out to kids for free in the local community. Right, 1.4 kilometres left, half of this climb done. Woo. Neil, thank you, you've got this. Be careful after you finish. Zwift may try to send you up then too. It might try. I think I might be doing a U-turn, right back down the hill again. Needs 8%, dropping a bit. So I've got hundreds of videos on Zwift and on workouts. I like to keep people motivated, inspired, with little bits of advice based on my experience. I'm not saying what I do is the absolute perfect gospel or textbook. It works for me. Maybe consider what I do. Apply that to your training and anything else you might be considering. You know what? Small gains, realistic goals. That's what I'm all about. But having fun at the same time. Right? Don't make it boring. Which is why I stream my rides. Whew. I don't think I'd be really just riding in front of a wall or a mirror inside 27 degrees, 27.2, suffering up a hill, 8% gradient, without any of this interactive stuff to look at. Chatting to people, all that stuff. While Peter's on the Twitch chat, probably very surprised to see that I'm actually not in the Trackmania car. Yeah, weird looking car you got today. I'm actually on a real bike, my own effort. I might jump on Trackmania afterwards, after my shower and dinner. The addiction to both Zwift and Trackmania is real. And it's a Friday as well, so my chain broke on the last ride. To fix the chain today. Whew. Last kilometre and the last bit of hill. Oh, I wish there was a bike in front of me so I could use this draft and get some draft benefit. Had a few spammers on today. Yeah. Whew. Flying with his feather. It's not too bad actually. Watch, I'll hit a wall when I get round the corner. I think I'll pace myself well. Weekly goal met, 30 kilometres. All done in the first ride. Clearly, I've had a crap week. Go, go, go. Ramping up towards the end. Thanks, Neil. Definitely taking on all the energy that Neil, Mike, and Peter were giving me in the chat. 500 metres left to go. The climb does get harder. There's no one to draft against either. Not unless Gorillo overtakes me in a bit. Oh no, they're flying way too fast. Too fast for the ride on as well. I'm just going to fire off this draft just so I can get a new one when I go for the gate. 300 metres left. Let's just slug it. Use it all up. Here it is. Oh, I didn't slack towards the end. Come on. Let's do it. Ah! Woo! Dun dun dun. Peaky Pave. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Right, I'm definitely not looking to climb further up this hill. I'm hoping it sends me right rather than left. Left is more hill, I think. Right is back downhill again. We'll see. Do the warm down, cool down. Then we do a ride review. A big shout goes out to Mike P10. Yeah, he's sending me up again. So I'm going to do a U-turn. So remember what it is. Is it the down key on my little controller? Right. So I'm Ken Dizzle, the Black Cyclist. This was the what was it called? I forgot again. Bloody something pave. Anyway, 31 kilometers, 373 meters of elevation. It's taken me about 1 hour and 20 minutes, even with the bit of the faulty parameter to start with. If you're looking to do a ride that's going to take you over an hour and less than 90 minutes, this could be one that you add onto your ride list. It's a relatively flat start to begin with. A few little rollers just to warm the legs up. Then you've got 2 significant climbs, one after about a third of the way in, so after around about 12 or so kilometers. It doesn't really get much steeper than an average of about 8% gradient. So you will sweat, you will put out some effort, then you've got the downhill bit. A nice solid slog of about 15 or 20 kilometers until you come to the final climb towards the end, which is the Petit KOM on Mountain Run 2. It looks more daunting than what it is, and the good thing is about today's ride is the gradient that shows you what sort of hill climb you've got left actually extends beyond the finish line. So I ended up doing a bit more effort towards the end, thinking I had more to go, and it ended a little bit earlier, so that was all good. Don't continue, not unless you are looking to get more elevation climbing. Once you pass the finish line, do a U-turn by pressing the down arrow on your left click controller or using the companion app or whatever button you need to press on the Zwift screen. Enjoy the downhill for your recovery. You've earned it, so get yourself into a nice high gear, spin the legs out nice and loose, get rid of some of that lactate acid that's built up. You'll have a much better recovery. Breathe well. And once your heart rate has dropped below 130, start going below 120, going back into your blue grey zone, that's going to be personal and individual to yourself. But around about those sorts of numbers, then you've sort of like cooled down. I would probably say ride for about 5, maybe 10 minutes, whatever feels good for you. If you can do some stretching afterwards, even better. It's going to keep you nice and loose and supple. So thank you to Ryan Peter on the Twitch. Thank you to Neil Williams. Thank you to Mike P10 and anyone else who's joined who's just watching. Don't forget today's stream. I'm not linked to Zwift. I'm just an avid Zwift fan, but I do have a number of affiliate links and associations. I've got a current promotion happening from now until the 31st of March. Get yourself £200 or $200, €200 off a Zwift Ride Frame. So if you had a turbo trainer already, you can get the static Zwift frame that attaches to that with the Zwift click. Always have a dedicated ride indoors ready to go, and that's currently down to about £400 or $600 by using my specific link in the description. Links won't be valid after the 31st of March, and I will receive a small commission if you use my link or any of my other affiliate links. I'm Ken Dizzle, the Black Cyclist. You might catch me here again later, doing a Trackmania ride, and of course, bonus rides on the weekends, and live at 5 with the Black Cyclists, Mondays and Thursdays. Let's do this! Thanks for watching. Thanks Neil, thanks for watching, thanks for the support. Thanks Peter. Thanks Mike. Thanks for subscribing. Stay fit 2026. Let's go.